In this example, we will model a hollow beam heated at the perimeter. If starting from a working project, in the section page tap on New to create a new project. A dialog box will appear confirming that all current data will be deleted. Tap on the OK button. To start creating the section, change the input unit to millimeter and select the Solid Element tab. Tap the light panel icon to open the section template. In the section template, tap on the rectangular section button and enter the dimensions, B0 of 100, D0 of 200. Tap on the scribble icon to create the section. In the section page, select the Void 1 Element tab. Tap on the quarter square icon to open the shape template. In the shape template, select the rectangle tab and enter the dimensions, CX of 50, CY of 100, B0 of 50, D0 of 50. Tap on the scribble icon to create the shape. Toggle on the Modify button and long press the chart until the lines of the Void 1 element changes. Tap on the Rotate icon to access the Rotate page. Enter a rotation angle of 45 and tap the rotating pencil icon to rotate the Void 1 element. In the section page, long press the chart to deselect the Void 1 element and toggle off the Modify button. Toggle on the Thermal button to view the thermal page. Tap the Mesh icon to view the Mesh Properties page. Tap on the Quad Section button for symmetry modeling. Select the southwest corner button and then tap the OK button to return to the Mesh Properties page. In the Mesh Properties page, tap the Mesh Configuration button to view the Mesh Configuration page. In the Mesh Configuration page under Trial Mesh Size, input a mesh size in the X direction of 2 and a mesh size in the Y direction of 2. Leave the selected mesh size option as Modified Mesh Size. Tap the Generate button. In the Mesh Properties page, under Solid Material, tap the drop-down menu showing User-Defined and select Concrete. Change the initial temperature T sub I to 22 degrees Celsius. Check under Stability that there are green ticks for the solid material. For other finer mesh sizes, if there are any red crosses, reduce the time step until there are green ticks. Tap the OK button to generate the mesh and return to the thermal page. To apply the boundary condition, toggle on Node to display the external nodes. Toggle on the Group button and single tap on the chart to form a band around the nodes at all left-hand side and bottom of the section. Tap Select to close the band when finished. All selected nodes will be highlighted in red. Tap the boundary icon to access the Node Boundary Conditions page. Check that the exposure type in the Node Boundary Conditions page is set to surface temperature and the exposure profile is set to applied temperature. Next, set the following: radiation gain is set to yes. Radiation loss is set to no. Convective gain is set to yes. Convective loss is set to yes. Tap the OK button to apply the boundary conditions to the selected external nodes at the left-hand side and bottom of the section. In the Thermal page, tap Clear to deselect these external nodes. The external nodes with applied boundary conditions will be marked. With the Group button toggled on, single tap on the chart to form a band around the nodes of Void 1. Tap Select to close the band when finished. All selected nodes will be highlighted in red. Tap the boundary icon to access the Node Boundary Conditions page. Check that the exposure type in the Node Boundary Conditions page is set to node temperature and enter a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius under Applied Node Temp. Tap the OK button to apply the temperature to the selected external nodes of Void 1. In the Thermal page, tap Clear to deselect these external nodes. The external nodes with applied boundary conditions will be marked. Tap the Plot icon to access the Exposure Profile page. Tap the Applied Surface Temperature button to access the Surface Temperature page. Tap the Expression text to access the Expression page. In the Expression Field Editor, type in 500 plus T at second minus T at second and tap the OK button to return to the Applied Surface Temperature page. Tap Plot to plot the expression. Please note that if the expression is not plotted, it will not be used for the boundary conditions. A dialog box to confirm plotting the expression will appear. Tap OK to plot. Tap close to return to the exposure page profile. Tap close to return to the thermal page. Tap the desktop icon to access the simulation data page. Set the solver to transient and enter the following in the simulation data page. Enter a runtime of 5,400 seconds. Convective heat coefficient of the exposure source, H sub E for gain to 50. Tap on the play icon to run the heat transfer analysis. A dialog box to confirm running the analysis will appear. Tap OK on this dialog box to run. The results page will automatically show up after the analysis is completed. Otherwise, tap on the thermometer icon to access the results page. Tap on any node on the section in the chart to obtain the temperature of the node. Tap the scissor icon to slice the temperature plot horizontally and vertically.